Hi everyone. Hello, dear blooming woman. Welcome to this live with Jennifer Akat and myself, Catherine Tétreault-Ayotte. So glad to be back in the manifested world after 1 week of traveling into the great mystery and into an amazing sisterhood and really, really meeting the great spirit and the depth of my soul, and feeling like I'm here back into my life, bridging the worlds and as a passeur in between the worlds, and so being initiated as well as I initiate others. And it's just so good. It's just so good to reconnect to this depth and feel that connection, feel the guidance. And this is why I'm alive. This is why I'm here. This is what I'm bringing this work forward. And I'm really happy to shift into the next month, to the next moon cycle, as we are offering the Costa Rica retreat, our first Bloom Immersion retreat here to this sacred land. And it's happening at the next full moon. And so I really want to weave into what's alive, and how, the synchronicity of life, and how everything is just so magical. And knowing that, if you're watching this, you're most likely, like you're most likely hungry for that soul connection, for that depth, for that meaning, for that authenticity, for connection. And you're also, wanting to offer your gifts and be of service, and looking for that bridge in between the two, and finding the sweet spot, whether you're on one extreme or the other, and you've circled into both directions. You might have been into the old paradigm, in the corporate or old masculine settings, and and there's a bridge that exists, and we're here to bring forward these spaces. We're here to bring forward these women that are willing to meet that, like that connection to great mystery, into activating your gifts, your purpose, your projects, and really being embodied, like really choosing to honor your body, choosing to honor your lineage and the gifts that you came with, and knowing that this comes with crossings, this comes with the unknown, this comes with saying yes to what you don't know, but that your soul knows. And so this is a journey of soul embodiment, of soul leadership, and we are older of this medicine. We are, bridging, bridging these worlds together. And so what was alive for me to share today was like the capacity that you have to find that thread, whether it's a really, really small thread of hell yes, of like, this is calling my soul, and this is all that you need, is that really, really fine thread that knows where it's going, and where your mind doesn't need to understand. You don't need to have a rationale or a reason. It's really about humbling yourself to your soul and allowing your soul to take those decisions for you, knowing that you will reap those crossings, knowing that it is uncomfortable to step out of the comfort zone, and why do we do that? Why do we choose to pause our lives and step into the jungle and, like go into the mystery? It's because it brings us back to center, and the center of the medicine wheel is where everything emerges, where everything is created, is what's attracting us. It magnetizes us. And so you have that center in your being. So when you reharness that connection, everything is possible. It's like you can lead anything, you can choose anything, you can receive anything, because you have found that connection, you have found that anchor. And so this is why we choose to say yes to initiation, to portals, even when it's shaking inside, when it's uncomfortable, when it involves like logistics and things to do. And that's not where the juice is at. The juice is at the thread, like honoring that thread, like humbling yourself to that thread, and knowing that this is where your soul is leading you. And even going back to the spaces where you have those jumps before, where you have left partners or left jobs or moved houses, and going back to the wisdom that was there with you at that time, and knowing that this is the path over and over and over again. There's no like, it doesn't get any different than that. It's always saying yes to the mystery. It's always, you know, deep bowing to the great unknown, and saying yes to the awesomeness of being embodied, of having a body, of like being able to, you know, to dance around the fire, to swim in the river, to receive the energy, to feel your heart being expanded, to connect to your womb, and to what wants to be birthed, and you know, choosing to give energy to your dreams, and to your deep visions and callings, because this is, you know, this is the mystery of life. So yeah, I mean, there's so much juice, like, as you can tell, like, I'm connected to my soul, and like, so much wants to pour through, and you get to have that too. You get to have that inspiration, you get to have that connection, you get to bring this into your homes, your families, your lovers, your communities, your gifts, your projects, and feeling so supported, feeling like you can call spirit and be like, what do I do with this? And you have the answer right away. And there's like an unshakable knowing that this is true, and you can count on that, and you can harness that, and you can add this into like your tool, and into your platform, and into your anchor, just like you can have that resonance in your body. So this is my intro. As we I will leave some, you know, I will leave some space, you know, for Jennifer, but it's so alive, it's so juicy, it's waiting for you. So yeah, we're here to support you. Reach out if you're feeling called by what I'm sharing, if your soul resonates, like, you know, just direct message me, and I will be so happy to share some time. And so Jennifer, you know, what's being awakened, what's being, yeah, what wants to be shared right now.
Yes, thanks, Kat, for the intro. And it's what I want to share right now, and what's alive is the art of receiving. This whether it's in your life or this Costa Rica retreat, it's the art of learning how to surrender and to receive. Everything that Catherine just shared starts with receiving the messages, started with receiving your soul, start with receiving the embodiment, receiving, being in your feminine, and not being so much in the doing, but really being in the receptivity of the messages, and then allowing the body to respond rather than react or act quick or act in a strong way. But it's more of a response. It becomes a dance between what we receive as messages with the outside movement, but it's a response coming from within. And I also want to share about the receiving part of receiving each other as women. The Bloom retreat is going to be a group of women, and there's going to be so much magic happening there, because all of us are going to be showing up in our inner beauty and our, you know, embodiment archetypes, gifts, and we are here to create these ripple effects in our lives, in our communities, in our families, on the planet. And it's going to be a time where you're going to be pampering yourself also. There's going to be work per se, because we're going to go inside and we're going to, you know, decrystallize some stuff, but it's going to be all about receiving and the art of pampering yourself, honoring the woman that you are, honoring what each of the sisters have to give you, like not have to give you, but want to be giving to you and offering you, but in a natural flow, not through the mind, but just as a natural unfolding of how this retreat will be unfolding, like we say. So for me this week, the lesson is all about receiving. It's about accepting the upgrade of frequency. It's about being very, very, I don't know if it's humble, the word, but really being curious again of the mystery and paying attention to where life is guiding me rather than what my mind wants things to look like. And that's where the juiciness comes. Catherine was referring to the juice, and it's bowing to that calling and bowing to that curiosity and bowing to the messages activates the juice, which gives more clarity and which allows your body to respond in a new way. And I've been going through this also this week. The upgrade, I was just telling Catherine that I could not even put my attention, my eyes on some, Excel sheets that were working for a project, right? And literally you're going to start, when you start shifting your frequency, you're not going to be able to be putting attention on the same things. So it's also this art and this humility of saying bye to things that are not in alignment anymore. And the mind will want to hook or will start to be scared. But no, there's nothing to be scared of, because everything is just going to enter perfect alignment, and the new playground is going to be shown to you. And this retreat is about catalyzing that phenomenon. It's about upgrading your frequency. It's about gaining clarity on where your soul is being guided, and also creating the change in your lives that are required, because you will not even want to be putting attention anymore on the old, because you will taste something that is much lighter, is much more aligned, is much closer to your essence. And nothing tastes better than who we are at the end of the day. So this retreat is all about reconnecting more and more to who you are. It's about soul embodiment. It's about connecting with our sisters and receiving. It's about bringing more of your gifts forward into our world. And it's about the mystery. It's really about the mystery, because we don't know what's going to happen. We have no clue what's going to happen, and we are surrendering to that mystery. So that's my take on this. And I also wanted to share, honor all of what you are. Some parts of yourself will be active sometimes they will not be active. And why I'm sharing this, it's because we tend to hook on personalities. This path is not about personalities. It's about your essence. It's about your soul, and all your personalities, or what you have embodied in your life, and your skills. All of this is part of your toolbox, that when you're centered in your soul and you operate from the soul's guidance, all these personality becomes ignited through the calling when they are required. And then you go back to center and you rest at the center. So it gives a lot of freedom, because you're not crystallized on one identity. One day I can be the teacher, another day I can be a healer, another day I can be a mother, another day I can be a lover, another day I can be, it's everything becomes super, super organic in the right dose of what's required in the moment. So I wanted to also weave that in to play with. Yes.
Yeah, thank you for receiving so much for your share. And yes, connecting to the archetypes. And, when you say yes to those initiations, you actually re-harness those archetypes that you've forgotten, or that you haven't been ready to honor. But then that's about, wholeness. And when you're whole, you're connected to source. So it's all connected. It's beautiful. So we're gonna drop the link under the video. You can actually, on this link, you can book a call with us if you have any questions. We do have an early bird promo. It's 2 for 1. So if you bring a friend, you pay half the price. It's really, it's really juicy and accessible. And reach out if you have any questions. The link is below the video. So that's what our souls wanted to share today. Really looking forward to reunite in person. And creating this space of mystery, of sisterhood, of receiving, and of creating into the woman that you are. So thank you so much for joining us, and looking forward to hear back from you.
Thank you.
I think this is for you if you're hungry for soul connection, you're hungry for soul embodiment, and really this quest for embodiment, for being connected to your body, to your structure, and feeling like you can hold yourself into what life is calling you, feeling like you can really feel solid and have the tools to move forward. If you're feeling called about your projects, and are looking for support, if you're ready to really receive like the life force and the great mystery and the ecstasy, you know, of this whole body human experience as, you know, spiritual beings into physical body experience. Yeah, so this is, yeah, this is, if this is calling you forward, then click on the link and you can either book a call with us or book directly. Yeah, for la pura vida.
Pura vida. Thank you.
All right,
Blessings.
thank you. Blessings. Thank you, Jen. Thank you for tuning in, and see you on the other side. Oh, can you tell my daughter painted my nails?
Oh my God, I was wondering what was that. Yes. All right.
All right. Sending love. Bye.
Bye.